Here is another peptide sequencing example. This one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So I'm going to put in 10 lines here. We know from our rules that Sanger gives the first one, so Pro is first. I look at BRCN and I notice that all three of these fragments contain MET. That doesn't give me the information I need to figure out which of these fragments goes at the end, because if one of them did not contain MET, then I would know it was at the end, but as it stands I'm not sure which one is at the end. I do know which one is first because only one of these contains Pro, and that's this one, and that means that MET must be at the 5th position because MET has to be at the end of this fragment, and since this fragment has 5 amino acids in it, I know that MET must go right here. I'm not sure about anything else yet. I don't have enough information, so I'm going to move on to chymotrypsin and see what information I can glean from that. We know that chymotrypsin cuts after Phi, Trip, and Tier. And from what I was saying before, you can see that this fragment does not contain Phi, Trip, or Tier. So that tells me immediately that THR and MET must be at the end. I also see up here in BRCN that there is a fragment that does contain THR and MET. And since I know that MET has to be at the end of this fragment, I can use this logic to tell me that THR and MET go here. So again, looking at the chymotrypsin, since this doesn't contain Phi, Trip, or Tier, I know it must be at the end. Since MET has to be at the end of this fragment, the order must be THR and MET. Further, I can make that TYR because that leaves the position of the TYR in this fragment beyond doubt. Going back down to chymotrypsin to see what I can get from that, we've got ASP, Phi, and Pro. Phi has to be at the end of this fragment. Pro is first. That means Phi must be here, which also tells us that ASP must be here. In the case of trypsin, you'll notice that there are no ARG or lyse, so there is no cutting of this fragment at all, and we're not really going to get very much information from that. So let's go back up to BRCN and see what we can pick up. We can see that we've got Pro, Phi, MET, IL, and ASP. The only one we have not taken account of there is IL, and that can go in that fragment there since we know that fragment is first. The only ones we have not taken account of yet are Val and MET in this fragment. This fragment we already determined was at the end from other means. This means that Val and MET must go in here, but since we know MET is at the end of this fragment, the order must be VAL, MET.